Minimum wage, a hot topic right now that most lawmakers have strong opinions on, and a few, like Senator Dick Durbin, have plans for. Part of Durbin's plan includes bumping up the pay for workers who receive tips, like restaurant servers. Now, Durbin wants the tip wage increased to 70% of the minimum wage. Here in Illinois, that would be roughly $7 an hour. News Channel at 9's Lindsay Hess sat down with a local restaurant owner today and shows us what the increase would mean for her bottom line.
It would impact us to the point where we would probably have to close the doors.
Lillian Ford is the co-owner of Ray's Route 66 Family Diner in Sherman. Right now, she pays her servers $5 an hour, plus tips.
Always try to be good to the service, and they make good tips. They do make good tips. People are good tippers. They realize they're trying to make a living too.
But if Senator Dick Durbin's plan to increase the $2.13 minimum tip wage to $7 becomes law, Ford says her business would go under.
I'm sure they would be happy, very happy with the $7, and I'm sure the cooks would be happy with an increase. No doubt about it. But what happens to us? If we can't make the increase, they lose their jobs.
Jobs that many can't afford to lose.
It's better probably for me to have a job, to be able to work hard and make my own tips, than to count on them to pay me the extra.
Susan DeFreitas is a server at the diner and says most customers are generous tippers, so working for a $5 base pay isn't as bad as it sounds.
They overtip sometimes, really, for what the percentage is, between 15 to 18%. You know, a lot of them overtip. But they appreciate the good service, that they get, and they appreciate the good food that they get here also.
But that could soon all go away if Ford is forced to increase her employees' wages.
We try our best, and that's all we can do at this point. And if it happens that he's going to do this, we'll have to face it when it happens, I guess.
In Sherman, Lindsay Hess, News Channel at 9 on Fox, Illinois.
Governor Pat Quinn gathering with community members and leaders in Chicago today to commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, Quinn also taking time to comment on minimum wage. Now, he says that he is fighting hard to increase the state's minimum wage to at least $10 an hour. Right now in Illinois, the minimum wage sits at $8.25. Now, the governor is calling Dr. King not only a great pastor and educator, but also a tremendous labor leader. Quinn is urging all of King's admirers to support the minimum wage hike.
We know about the Bible, and we know about the book in the Bible, one of the shortest books, the book of Amos. It's only 8 pages long. I commend it to everyone to read, because Amos said, and I know Dr. King knew this when he was on this earth, Amos said, "Woe to those who afflict the poor. Woe to those who afflict the poor." That's why this year, in honor of Dr. King's legacy and memory, we're going to raise the minimum wage in Illinois. We've got to do that together.
Well, Republicans and business groups say that raising the minimum wage will kill jobs. Both the Illinois Retail Merchants Association and the Illinois Chamber of Commerce oppose an increase.